Okay, so let's get started. Peace Collective. This is a collective energy shift update reading. Not really spiritual or predictive, just more so on a collective base on what to expect for the month of February. We have a lot of big energy shifts that are coming our way. Some of the energy shifts have already taken place. With some of the energy shifts that are taking place, this is talking about more so Pluto and Aquarius, shifts when it comes to Pisces and Virgo and things like that. I am trying to get a little bit more rooted in astrology. Also, I ask that you guys please bear with me. My voice is a little hoarse. I'm in a study room right now, and I am going to be taking advantage of the study room, so I can't talk too loud either. But I'm recording this on private, and after that, I am going to be setting it public, just in case in the process of the study room, things get a little loud, I can be able to edit it. Anyway, so with the energy shift for the month of February, kind of starting actually around January 21st, third week of January, last week of January, there was a lot of shifts that are going on. And if you guys can't tell by now, when it comes to the media, the industry, communities, family dynamics, housing communities, living situations, work environments, relationships, friendships, family, almost in every aspect, there is kind of like a spiritual war that's going on. And this is kind of talking about the truth versus the system. With Pluto, Pluto is the planet of exposure. This is the planet of secrets getting brought to the light. It's all about power, greed, and control, pretty much dismantling old systems so new systems can be reborn. And that's what we're kind of seeing right now when it comes to the public eye. A lot of collective transformation. And like I always tell my clients, if it's happening on a bigger level, like in the media, of course, it's going to be also happening on a smaller level in our individual lives. With us being this energy of Aquarius, like I said before, we always hear about the age of Aquarius or Aquarius zodiac sign, which just rules technology, social systems, and the collective in its entirety. My bad, y'all. I got a lot of notifications coming up. Anyways, this shift is all about what's done in the dark. It's going to continue to come to the light. This is going to be forcing accountability on people who've been trying to run from it and no longer quietly accepting or tolerating things that feel uncomfortable. Now, I'm not really going to speak too much about the media. We all can see what's going on. This is more so about our own individual lives. Again, when it comes to neighborhoods, schools, friends groups, housing communities, small organizations, nonprofit businesses, just things like that that are supposed to be ran with integrity or a specific level of social standards. Anyways, this energy talks about collective discernment. With collective discernment, this just means illusions are dissolving, fake kindness, people who are like nice, nasty, or wolves in sheep's clothing are getting exposed. People who carry some type of seniority complex or like some type of super I don't know why I can't pronounce the word superiority. I don't know why I wanted to say seniority. People who carry a superiority complex is also going to be getting checked. This is more so going to be happening in the workplace, again, in environments where there's like more restrictions or a certain level of integrity that's meant to be maintained. Again, people are no longer hiding behind good intentions. Just because someone's intentions is good does not mean that their actions aren't offending other people. And this also can resonate with just me and you as well. Anyways, obviously this isn't to purposely destroy anyone. This isn't like a humiliation ritual or anything like that. This is here to clear out what can no longer move forward. It's freeing people from trapped and unhealthy dynamics as well as environments. It's just a reset. And honestly, it's a reset in honesty instead of fear. And with this honesty instead of fear, it's just like, you know how people turn a blind eye or they continue to tolerate certain things or tolerate certain behaviors, and that's just because of survival mode, or that's just because they have limited options when it comes to their freedom. But in the month of February, I just see, like I always say, what people once used to be able to tolerate, they're no longer tolerating anymore. Sorry if I'm talking too fast, guys. Again, I'm a little nervous doing this in like a study hall. I'm not nervous, it's not embarrassment because I love what I do. I'm not, you know me, I'm authentic. It's just, I continue to force myself to step outside of comfort zones, and it's just a process, I guess. Anyways, back to this, as I wrap this up and get ready to pull a few cards. Month of February is all about clarity through discomfort, stepping out of comfort zones. What are the odds? Clarity through discomfort, stepping out of comfort zones. This month will not be as chaotic as the month of January or even December, but it is going to be like a quiet revealing. Again, in the media, entertainment, we all see what's going on, but just speaking more so in our own individual life with this quiet revealing, this is also revealing your actions, your behaviors, the process of self-reflection, what you have been tolerating or even overindulging in. This is not being revealed again so you guys can like beat yourself up or be mad at yourself. It's just so you can get in alignment with the current shifts that are going on. Keep in mind, February 17th, we do have an eclipse that's coming our way. With this eclipse that is coming our way, there's a lot of things that's getting ready to be eclipsed out of our lives. Anyways, where was I at? Oh, it's like a collective awakening. Of course, if you're already woke, you're already on this life path. In this life purpose, you're already walking this journey. This is more like a energetic ascension where you guys are going to be ascending to new potentials, stronger levels of discipline, no longer procrastinating. Some of you guys could already be in the energy of wanting to stop bad habits. I know for some reason I keep hearing a repetitive theme about like caffeine. Like a lot of people are no longer drinking coffee or energy drinks. Some people are no longer drinking. It's just like a collective theme of self-improvement. Anyways, this month is like a threshold month. It's not an ending or really a beginning. This is just simply about the decisions you choose to make. And like I always say, although we have free will, our options are limited because every action or decision we make is either leading us towards self-improvement or self-destruction. With this collective energy, with Pluto, Aquarius, Pisces, and Virgo energy out here for everybody, this is kind of allowing a lot of people to navigate more towards a self-improvement journey. And as positive as it is, again, clarity through discomfort, there's going to be a lot of obstacles people are going to have to overcome, challenges that they're going to have to admit to themselves, etc., etc. Nonetheless, just breaking down the months of February, early February, may carry a little bit of mixed signals. Again, these mixed signals have something to do with your intuition in the workplace, how to move forward, housing, or whatever this case is. But I assure you by mid-February, you guys are going to have more of a emotional security when it comes to making decisions. Keep in mind, today is the 9th. So mid-February is kind of like by the end of this week. Like these last 7 days, if you guys are feeling a little confused on how to move forward, just continue to flow with the energy until your intuition starts to kick in. Where was I at? From confusion to clarity. Early February is going to carry mixed signals. Second guessing yourself. Okay, mid-February, sudden clarity, stronger intuition, the need to say no, and a clear sense of alignment and what aligns to you. So if there's a lot of things that once again you used to settle for, or if this is like you settling for a job, you're settling for company, you're settling for a romantic partner, something here that you're settling for, you're going to start to feel a little bit uncomfortable continuing to settle. And things that you used to be scared to say no about, you're going to find yourself saying no by the end of this week, coming into next week. A lot of mental breakthroughs and temporary breakdowns. Again, more so the months mid-February. With these temporary breakdowns, it's not like something bad is happening. It's more so about you coming into like a full circle moment where, like, say if you went through a series of events that may have been unfortunate, unexpected, unpredictable, whatever the case is like when you have that full circle moment, like an epiphany, you guys are going to realize that everything has actually been happening for a greater reason, or you're exactly where you're supposed to be doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And this may trigger a breakdown. Understand there's only 2 ways to release, and that is through crying or writing. So if you do find yourself emotionally crying, you do find yourself needing feeling the need to release anything that you once were suppressing, go ahead and do that. It's temporary breakdowns. Again, some of you guys, I always say it, sometimes Most High breaks our hearts to save our souls. So some of you guys could be experiencing like heartbreaks, or maybe you might consider some type of news you're getting disappointing when in fact it's not disappointing because things are happening for you and not to you. I do see that people who have been holding back for a long time, and this is more so again in like a relationship, family, something intimate. Again, it could be like roommate situations. People who are usually silent, they're people pleasers, or they allow people to get over on them. By mid-February, towards the end of February, these people are going to be snappy. If you're one of these individuals, don't be surprised if you find yourself just fully snapping. And that kind of goes back to that temporary breakdowns, like you just had enough, you're fed up, you're no longer tolerating this, or you're just finally starting to advocate for yourself. And if this is the first time you ever did it, it may come out a little disorganized. Just try not to have any misplaced anger. Try not to internalize this energy. Again, release it. Use your throat chakra, use your voice, but don't be too wrapped up in it. I see there's certain conversations that are going to be taking place. And through conversation, there's a lot of permanent changes to relationships and dynamics, or if this is with your parents, your siblings, again, close friends, romantic partners. For some of you guys, like if you're engaged to get married and there's like a particular conversation that happens and I don't know where you call off the engagement, it's like these conversations are going to be the pinpoint of something new. It's kind of like listen twice and speak once. Even with the things you say as well, certain conversations is going to let you know that you're either outgrowing this environment, you're outgrowing these people, or these people or situations just no longer resonate with you, and that's okay. I just see that there's no longer turning a blind eye, no longer ignoring red flags. And this, again, will affect jobs, living situations, friend dynamics, relationships, and things like that. You're no longer shrinking to stay safe, or you're no longer overlooking red flags to keep the peace. Keep in mind, all conflict is not toxic conflict. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You guys have the right to advocate for yourself. Now, that's just like a little bit of the astrology of what's going on. I'm going to pull little cards, not a lot, because, again, I got to get used to this, and I'm in this energy as well. But just pulling out one card, you guys already see. Surrender. It's going to be important you surrender the need to know all the answers, surrender the need to know the outcome, surrender the need to control the outcome. Kind of look at it like I always say as you versus you versus your ego, you versus your need to control, you versus your need to force things to work that just simply aren't working. Go ahead and surrender, because if everything that you're still holding on to or you're making excuses for could be the exact same thing that is holding you back and keep you in self-sabotaging energy. Sacred plan. Faith is trust in the process, even when you don't understand the plan. Move in faith without knowing the outcome. If you've never been forsaken before, you're not going to be forsaken now. If you have always had all your needs met, even if it was the bare minimum of your needs, it's going to be important you remember your needs are going to be met in the future as well. So this is an important time for you guys to self-reflect. Think about all the times where you were not sure what the outcome was going to be, and then out of nowhere solutions came, or I don't know where you were able to get over that challenge, overcome it, whatever the case is. When you find yourself in this energy of being fearful of the unknown, unsure what the outcome is going to be, it's going to be important you self-reflect to the last time you felt like that and how the outcome, what was the outcome, how things happened. Because again, there's a sacred plan. And it's like, where if you're spiritual, you're religious, you just believe in your higher self, I don't discriminate. But you have to understand, only so much you can control. Other than that, the unknown, the unexpected, the unplanned is going to come. But it's going to come for your betterment. So it's going to be important you keep a positive mindset. All right, and then pull a little bit more of these. Finding. Yes, you guys are finding your voice, you're finding your purpose, you're finding your calling. I'm hearing developing new levels of self-respect. With the developing new levels of self-respect, karmic justice is here. If you have been done wrong, if you have been doing the inner work, if you have been trying everything to get whatever it is you're trying to obtain and you just feel like nothing's working for you, that is because there's a divine plan at play here. And it's going to be important you know that all your hard work wasn't for no reason. You weren't just going through things for no reason. Karmic justice is going to come. It's going to come more towards the end of February, coming to March, coming into that spring season. So again, it's just going to be important you hold on, because after karmic justice, I have prosperity. Your cup is going to overflow with abundance. Trust the process right now, because you're getting everything it is that you wanted and need. All right, one more. And I'm about to get out here, y'all. Teacher, you have a natural ability to impart knowledge and guide others towards their inner light. Innovate. With the right inspiration, you could bring a novel approach to almost anything. What you can innovate What can you innovate to contribute towards making the world a better place? With these two cards that are coming out, it reminds me of Erykah Badu, peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. You guys, once again, we're going through things just to go through things. You're just still in the process of your testimony, and that is okay. Because once you come out of this energy and you enter your new cycle, you're going to have such a strong level of discernment and a lot more knowledge and wisdom than you had once before. This is your life purpose. This is the year of the horse. You are going to be fertile. And when I say fertile, I don't necessarily mean pregnant with a baby, but you're becoming pregnant with ideas. You're going to have an abundance of ideas, new creativity, and a lot of reassurance that you are on the right path. Bottom of the deck, holy love. This is all about, I hear balancing the nervous system, developing new levels of self-respect, developing new levels of self-love, and you guys going to be able to do what it is that you need to do. Difficult doesn't mean impossible. And some of these may require you to sever the ties. Some of this may require you to detach, go no contact, whatever your situation may be. But by you doing what is difficult to bring a better quality of life, a better quality peace into your life, this is how you're going to manifest. As was in, so was out, so was out, as was in. Nonetheless, this concludes you guys' messages for today. Please let me know if this resonates. Collective, like, comment, share, follow, whatever the case is, and peace.